Stone Bradley. You already know the damn rest. Hey man, I'm just goddamn watching this damn co-main event, man. All I'm gonna tell y'all is that some suspicious shit is going on. Some suspicious shit is going on. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all, man, for real. Hey Crawford, stay away from Canelo. Stay away from Canelo, Crawford. Don't come back and do this rematch. I'm telling y'all, there's some suspicious shit going on for real, dog. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest, and I'm out. Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know.
So somebody sent me this video. I'll keep his name anonymous. I'm pretty sure he gonna do his own video. So I ain't know nothing about it. Respectfully, I didn't watch the Munguia fight last night. I didn't watch well, when y'all see this, I didn't watch it Saturday night. Didn't care to watch it, but I'll tell you this: he ain't the only person that's suspect on that card, main event, co-main event. He ain't the only one. I've been saying it for years. I'm not just saying it just to say it, and just to, using my trained eye, because I know these things, right? No. I know. Let me be quiet because I'm gonna keep my boy. I mean, I be knowing this. I said it to Bill a few years ago about Ryan. I said it because I knew in the same way I feel about the other guy. I know. So it ain't no, I dislike the guy. I just know. I had a homie that seen needle in ass. Let me say this, needle in ass. But, my boy was like, wow, you just don't say it. Yeah, say it. You don't work for ESPN no more. According to people around the water cooler, you don't want to, you want to do your own thing and plug your own publication, and this is why a lot of people, they understand, like, if you speak bad about the Hispanic box community, they start to play with your numbers on your channel. Real talk. And I don't, me personally, I don't care. I'm gonna spit the truth. I'm like Benny Siegel. Whether I'm in the booth, I'm the truth. And you just gotta keep it a being. You got to keep it a beam, bro. If they feel that way, let me rewind back for a minute. I remember it was a brother named Brother Flame On from Florida. Shout out to Florida, Duval, right? He was telling me that if Munguia had a fight, and let me see if I can remember. He can be in he can go in the comment section. I don't even know if he remember the fight Munguia had. I believe it was at 160 pounds, and he was in the Discord. He said, he on that shit. He on that shit. It was a fight where he was fighting on fumes, and he kept going. I might want to say it was the Dervinchenko fight. It was the Dervinchenko fight. That was at 68, excuse me. And he was saying on that Dervinchenko fight that he was on that shit then. So, in general, the truth got to be told. You can't walk on eggshells because in reality, they quick to tell the truth about the black fighters, especially nobody more than the other black fighters. These black fighters, they sit here and they trash each other and talk shit about each other. But when it come to Ryan Garcia, everybody want to put their pocket knife and their blicky in their pocket. When it come to Canelo popping hot, everybody want to turn a blind eye. But when it come to looking at Earl Nipples about 10 years ago, oh, look at him, or Crawford worked with him, or Devin worked with him, right? All right. But nobody talk about Barrios' work with him. Nobody talk about Ryan's with Snack. Nobody talk about Triple G was with Snack and got kicked out of Snack for being too lazy. Nobody but me talked about that. Okay? So when we really starting to have these conversations, y'all got to work on eggshell. Fuck them. They don't have no Mexican stars left. They don't have nobody left. Canelo is the last Mohegan, and I don't think he generate the money that they say he generate. The truth must be told. Eddie Reynoso had a starting 5 plus a 6 man off the bench of guys he was affiliated with who popped hot. Let's see if I can remember the guys. Ryan Garcia was affiliated over there. Valdez popped hot and still was allowed to fight because it was on Native American land. That's 2. Julio Cesar Martinez, that's 3. Canelo Alvarez, that's 4. The kid that fought over in the UK, who wore his patch, I forget the dude's name, that's 5. Luis Neri, that's 6. 6 of them I can remember. And Andy Ruiz, all of a sudden, ain't lost a pound in his life. Started losing weight. It was more than water weight with Eddie Reynoso. But ain't none of y'all blow that up in the media. Everybody turned a blind eye. Now, if they telling y'all not to say nothing for access or giving y'all money, shame on y'all niggas, man. Because when a brother pop out like Jarrell Miller, everybody was, oh man, this, and I feel like he should have had a lifetime ban. I'm fair. All that shit was in his ass. I'm a fair dude. But in reality, why are we scared to speak the truth about these Hispanic fighters, bro? Or certain fighters in general? The truth must be told. We've been knowing they've been allowing them to juice and still compete. And that goes beyond Hispanic fighters. There were stories about Floyd being, reports about Floyd being out there like that. You think they're going to mess up all? Why do PBC have confidential drug testing? If it ain't nothing to hide, why is it confidential? Why is it confidential if it's nothing to hide? They've been doing this, dog. They've been making these fighters sign non-disclosure agreements, not to say no, he pop hot, we throw you probably a couple extra dollars, you can't say nothing. They've been fighting dudes on juice, and maybe that's why you see a lot of fighters saying, well, Devin Haney still lost regardless, because they've probably been already fighting guys on juice knowingly. And think about it, they gotta cheat to compete, and they still not in the picture. And it's always meat, from Morales to Connect. It's always some type of fucking meat. Don't forget, Ryota Murata, he lost to Rob Brant in Las Vegas. It wasn't even close. He went to Japan and looked like Mario when he got that start. He can't take no damage. We don't need to speak on code, fam. This dude got popped hot once. It was insinuations that he was on that shit already. Let's keep it a bean. As hard as they insinuated on Errol Spence back in the day, they didn't go as hard as when Canelo got popped hot. They didn't go nowhere near as hard. And I'm just keeping it real. And I'm telling you, once you notice how these black fighters always take a back seat to Hector, I'm gonna pull this up. It's never bitch nigga, you a hoe ass nigga. This always bag, give me 50 feet. Remember that song? I think that nigga was from Texas. Benavidez is everything he said is, must respect him and his craft. I would love to see Bevo get back 100% healthy and make that fight. Like I said, there ain't no hating shit. It's conceding. He fought a fucking vagabond and Gilberto Ramirez. Everybody knew he was gonna lose. Everybody and their mama rolling up on Vogues, pulling up, slamming Cadillac doors. Your mama and your sister too, or your auntie, your cousin too. Everybody knew this. He ain't fighting nobody. Gilberto Ramirez is not a good fighter. This is like, I'm just gonna let that go. But look at the respect. I respect, bro. But if a nigga said it, oh bitch nigga, you still a whole nigga. The nigga wasn't nobody. You ain't fight nobody. You ain't shit. I'm telling you, man. Watch how these niggas talk about Hector, and then watch when a brother, some come to don't watch Hector. Don't watch Brad. Watch these niggas. Watch these melanated niggas. Cause niggas just ain't ignorant. Niggas is buck dancer, butter biscuit, sellout ass motherfucker. Them is the main niggas, not the ignorant niggas. Look how they talk in response, and look how humble when they speak to them, how graceful they speak to them, how they take the higher role with the other, but they take the underground with the brother. In my Umar voice. You don't find that suspicious? And I'm here to point it out. Every little step we take, I'm gonna point it out. Look how these niggas talking about bitch, nigga, whole ass nigga. Woo, 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 woo. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Loma, my friend. Oh, Loma ducked you, but he's a god. I'm telling y'all, listen to I don't know if these niggas signed an agreement, the Coon and the boxing sphere. Y'all be talking about them UFC niggas, sellouts, Coons, butter biscuit, buck dancing, ancient mama ass, pop biscuit swallowing ass ninjas. I feel y'all, but these boxing niggas right on par. If not, them niggas a birdie. These niggas are equal above them. And I'm going to keep saying it, though. I would have never knew nothing about this shit if he didn't send me this. Hey, man, you see what bro said? I'm not surprised. Nigga talking like we sneaking up north to Canada off the plantation. Oh, yeah, man, I think something suspicious. And as far as Bud already hip. And Mayweather better Watch yourself. They might pack y'all, put a couple pellets up his ass. They might say, look, Floyd, you take this dive, man. We'll take care of everything, give you some bread. You take this dive. I'm telling you. They just love to see the black man struggling. So what are you saying, Todd? But hey, man, that's all I had to say, man. I went to the computer, did a bunch of videos, and this was the reason I came to the computer to do this video. So appreciate y'all. Stay black, don't do crack. Just speaking the truth. If you don't like it, don't like my shit, don't watch my shit. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Yeah, I know Samus Boy said that. I see Samus Boy losing that weight. Shout out to bro. That Ozempic doing wonders. You know, he nigga look flappy and sick like Larry Holmes. Eat a fat.